we're still in a bit of a mix, and a bit of a puzzle. I should have done this before I started. Hello everyone, welcome to Learning English Pro. I'm untangling. I'm almost there. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? You're very welcome to Learning English Pro. We're doing a medical English quiz today. Lots and lots of medical vocabulary. If you've been watching my videos, you should know we do lots of medical English here on Learning English Pro. And I'm going to test you guys today and see how it goes. Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. And we're going to do... I have too many images on my phone. Let me see. There we go. How's everyone doing? Say hello. This is Jer from Learning English Pro. I'm in pink today. I thought that might work better again with the green screen, so we'll see if I disappear. And yeah, how's everyone doing? Hi, hello to you. I can see you're saying hello. Thank you. I'm very well. A busy day doing graphics, graphic design, videos, lots of crazy stuff. And I'm here with you for about an hour, and then I'm skipping off into town for dinner with my friend. I was out with another friend last night, and yeah, Arabica, hello, dear student, hello to you. How are you? I hope you're well. So I'm here for about an hour. We're going to do medical English. Lots of useful English for everybody here. Really excited to bring all these images to you. I spent the afternoon picking all the images, picking the words, I have some different things today. So we're going to do lots and lots of stuff today. So I'm excited. So if you're new to the channel, drop into the chat and let me know where you're watching from. And as soon as we get a few more people on the live, we'll begin the quiz. So if you have any questions about anything, let me know. Answer away, ask away. So yeah, we might do some acronyms later, some medical acronyms. So I'm going to be testing you guys on, it's a little bit more advanced today, a little bit more intermediate. I have my cup of tea as always. Eddie, hello to you. Welcome back, my dear friend. Hello, I'm very well. I'm grand. Busy as always. I'm here for about an hour today, and we're doing quiz, and it's medical English. We're going back to medical English. We did some of that last week, and I had a request, so we're doing it again. Lots and lots of vocabulary to learn. How are you, Eddie? I hope you're well. And yeah, lots of people already on the live. Make sure and say hello. Hello to everyone watching. If you're watching in Ireland, maybe in Leitrim or in Cork or in Belfast, or you're watching in the Philippines or in India. I know I have lots of Indian supporters. And I've also had people from Brazil, USA, all around the world. France, Germany, lots of people. Scotland, even some English speakers are watching, which is amazing and helping me. I don't know everything. So, yeah, will we get started? We have lots of people on. We have 24 people on. Oh my God, a bit of an audience already. So today's quiz is all about medical English, medical vocabulary. I'm going to quiz you guys and you jump into the chat with your answer, okay? Some of the terms will have multiple answers, okay? So there might be times when I accept maybe one answer, or maybe there might be a few, or maybe you'll surprise me, okay? Kartik Kumar, I'm very well. Thank you for joining. Kiru, hello to you. Itsumanji, sir, hello. What do we mean by lethargic? Lethargic is when you're tired, when you're kind of, I'm lethargic, tired. Yeah? Are you ever lethargic? I'm a little bit lethargic today. Hi, Kyle. Nice to have you on the chat. So, I think we're going to kick off with our quiz. And, I'm going to be using some of my own emojis today. I know Eddie's used a few of them already. And when you really impress me and you surprise me, maybe confuse me, you might see one of my brainy emojis in the chat today. So I'll be using them to kind of symbolize how I'm feeling, you know, when I hear something extraordinary, you'll be rewarded with a brainy emoji. And if you have access, student members and members, all members of the channel have access to the brainy emojis. So make sure and drop them in. Oh, there's Eddie with brainy emojis. I love to see them. Quiz, yes, Sumik, hello to you. Kyle, I'm sorry to hear that, but we are doing medical English today. So let's jump on, will we, with our medical English. So we're going to do some acronyms today. We're going to do lots and lots and lots of stuff. So let me just pick the first one. Okay, so we're going to pick this first. So this is the eye. What part of the eye is this, please? Sir, please give me membership. I don't think I can give anyone membership. So yeah, like YouTube told us that we'd have 10 memberships per month to gift, and I'd love to give them out, but I think that's still a problem with whatever type of channel I am. I can't give them out yet, but they are working on it. Okay, so we have cornea. What is the cornea? Can anyone tell me? I used to work in opticians, so I know a lot of these terms. Eye ring. Yeah, it's a ring that goes around the center of the eye, isn't it? But Kartik Kumar is saying iris, and that is the word I was looking for. Iris. Sumik, it's not like Twitch. Yeah, but eventually I hope to be able to gift out memberships. Yes, cornea. So the cornea is in the center. The cornea is the clear part above the black bit. We're gonna have the black bit later, but we do have the cornea here. This part is known as the iris. So yes, Kartik Kumar was in with iris. Hi Carlos, also in with iris. Retinal. So retina is at the back of the eye, the very back. You know, if you take someone's picture and you see that they are, oh, let me just put up my brightness. Okay, put it on. Let me just see. There we go. If you see the back of someone's eye, the red part in the back, that's the retina. If anyone gives a sub, possibly British Defence League will get it. Oh, that would be good. I don't think British Defence League is here today. So yeah, this part is the iris. Okay? Don't worry, we might have one or two words on the eye in a while. Okay, so in terms of hospitals and who is who in a hospital, what do we call this person in the hospital? Kartik Kumar, I have 102 fever. Tonsillitis can be a bit. Yes, yes, I've had tonsillitis many times, Kartik. Good wishes from everyone here in the chat. Hope you're feeling better. Hope the chat and participating will take your mind off your illness. I'm so sorry. So Eddie Hobby is in first with patient. Kartik, you're also in with patient. So yes, Carlos is in with patient. WUWL Apapa, hello to you. Welcome back. Get well soon. Well, we have a patient, don't we? Kartik is our patient today. And maybe we can use you for some examples later on, Kartik. So, yes, we have patient. Well done, everybody. A woman patient. Yeah, we could say a female patient. Female would be better than saying a woman patient. So, a female patient. That's exactly why I'm here. This stream is a stress buster. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad that this helps you chill out. Okay, well, let's see what we have. Yeah, Kartik, you're our patient today. If I have any references, I'll use you as my reference. So, a bit of a tricky one. I find this word, I don't think it's on it. Yeah, sometimes I put things on and the words are on it. What is this? This is used to restart someone's heart. Some countries have them, they'll have them on every street. Sometimes you'll have them in public places like a supermarket or a mall. What do you call this? Let's have a look. A first aid box. So definitely it's used in a first aid context, but this is more of a machine. You open the lid and you take the machine out and it gives an electric shock to someone's heart. A cardiograph. You're very close. You're very close. You're in the right kind of area. Oh, very good. My cousin made this joke today. Why are females stronger? Because it's FE as in iron plus male. Yes, I like that joke, Eddie. Very, very, very astute. A pacemaker. Okay, so what is a pacemaker? A pacemaker is a little bit of technology that goes into the heart and gives the heart little shocks. So it's not a pacemaker. So what is it? Eddie's in and Carlos is in, and I'm going to try and say it because I find this very hard to say. A defibrillator. Defibrillator. So a defibrillator is a machine. Commonly, I think in Germany, it's quite common in streets and around America that you have this. If someone has a heart attack, goes into cardiac arrest, you can use this to restart their heart quite quickly before the paramedics come. So yeah, very, very good. Defibrillator. Defibrillator. I find it very difficult to say. But yeah, well done to Eddie and Carlos. Well done to you both. You might even see a little bit of inspiration there with Brainy. Well done, guys. Okay, let's move on to our next one. So this one has two terms. They're both the same, really. One is the longer term, and then we have an acronym that we use for this. Unfortunately, this word come to my vocabulary during COVID times. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your knowledge of this isn't fraught with bad memories. So we have saline. Yes, we could have saline in this, but I'm talking about the entire thing. Okay, this is maybe what we would call a drip bag, but what is this in context to? It's a saline, yes, saline, yeah. So there could be saline, there could be medication inside the bag, but what is this? What do we call this whole thing? It goes into your arm generally. What do we call it? Does anyone have an idea? I'm going to have a sip of tea while I'm waiting. And if this is your first time with the channel, make sure and subscribe. Do quizzes here most days of the week. Love to have everyone jumping on in the chat and answering. So on this one, a salium, a cannula. Is it a cannula? I'm not sure. But okay, so guys, it's an IV, which stands for intravenous. A drip stand, yeah. But basically, this is an IV. That's what you would see it called in, those American TV shows and those kind of shows, okay? This is an IV. What's inside, the liquid could be saline. It could also be medication. This bag itself is part of the IV, and this is the drip bag. So an infusion bag or an IV bag. Okay, got it. I don't know, but I'm going to learn it now. Yes. So we have IV or intravenous, okay? Very good, everybody. Well done. Let's move on to our next one. Hi, Irish Breakfast. Welcome back. So, a bit of a scary instrument. This is used in various medical procedures, but can you tell me the name of it? It's used, I'll give you a clue, it's used in childbirth, and it's a little bit scary. You probably wouldn't want anyone want to see this coming towards you. But can anyone tell me the name in English? What is this medical device called in English? Oh, Pedro, hello to you. Yes, let's see if anyone gets it. A C-section tool, it could definitely be used in a C-section, I'd say, Eddie. A tongue, so it could be called a type of tongue, a baby crasher. Right, very nice. So we have Pedro in with forceps and Kartik in with forceps. So it's always called a forceps. It's a singular item, but we use the plural here. It's a little bit like scissors. I remember we had tweezers the other day. When it has two things part of it and it's kind of a grippy or a cushy thing, we generally use the plural as a singular. So it's the forceps. Well done to Pedro and to Kartik. Very impressed. A dong. Probably closer to what Sumik said, a type of tongues, and we would say tongues, not tongue. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, but yeah, this is a forceps. Commonly could be used in childbirth, maybe in a C-section, like a cesarean. We also had that term, didn't we, a little while ago? So yeah, well done. And a baby crasher, I think some women might call that a baby crasher. Okay, so do they yank the baby with it or enlargement the opening for easier delivery? I think they pull the baby out. If the baby's stuck, with the head stuck in the wrong place, they usually use that to pull the baby out. I'm not sure if it's used to make things bigger and elegant. Oh, everyone be nice. Come on, let's be nice in the chat. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. What's coming up next? So, what is this organ? What is this organ? I might be using this organ in about 15 seconds. Okay. I think I forgot to put sugar. I thought I put sugar. Oh, lots of correct answers already. Lots and lots. E. Stormy, Sumik, Kartik, Carlos, Pedro, stomach. Yes, well done. And all spelled correctly. The appendix. Oh, it's a little bit above the appendix, Eddie. Yes, the stomach, Arabica, well done. So yes, we have the stomach. Yeah, and stay tuned if you know your body parts because we will have lots of them later again. The bladder, we might have something close to the bladder later. So yeah, okay, so we have stomach and you all spelled it correctly. Stomach. Stomach. Well done everybody. I'm very impressed. Only the best students are here. So maybe might be a bit of a tricky one for you to spell. I'm going to see if anyone can spell it correctly. What do we call this? Commonly seen with doctors and nurses in hospitals, in clinics and that kind of thing. What is this useful tool called? Oh, and you are all surprising me again with your amazing spelling. Yes, okay, so we have Eddie in first, and Stormy, Kartik, Sumik, Brock. Hello, Brock. So, yes, we have the stethoscope. Stethoscope. Used to listen to the heart, isn't it? Autocorrect on keyboard. Oh, don't worry. I think you got it. I think you're fine. No, you're fine. Yeah, so we have the stethoscope. Stethoscope. Yeah? Well done, everybody. Very impressed. Jared, you are forgetting that we have autocorrect. I'm just going to be proud that you guys are getting it okay. Okay, well, then I'm not going to praise your spelling anymore. Maybe I'm going to try and think of weird English words that you don't have to, that the autocorrect won't even know. Okay, so what's this? I had to look through lots of pictures to find one with the word not on it. So I think I should get a round of applause for that. It took about 5-10 minutes. What is the name of this vehicle? Entertainment. What's up? Hello to you. Welcome back. Eddie Hobby, Kartik, Sumik, all in with the correct answer. Yes, and all. I was just about to say all spelled correctly. Ambulance, and we even have Sumik in there with the emoji UWL. Papa is in with ambulance as well. Yes, and quite a surprise that you have to spend a lot of money on these. Isn't it shocking? Thank you for Kartik for the round of applause. Um, and Nalumba, is that Hindi or another language, Eddie? Let me know. Eknaluma. Ambulance, Irish breakfast, well done. Hey Aaron, how are you? Thanks for joining today. So yeah, let's keep going, everybody. I found you very helpful, dear. Thanks for your help and work with us. No problem at all. And yeah, if you're your first time here at the channel, make sure and subscribe. Love to have you all here. Arrived with 92% battery. Let's see what the battery's at. Battery is at 65%, so not too cheap. But I did get new earphones. I got them last night. I went shopping, so I hope the sound is better. The old ones were maybe about 2 years old, so I hope the sound is better today. Let me know if it sound. So, Gunhaziz, hello. What is the different color between color and color? Oh, so okay. So I don't know what the color with the K is, but color without the U is the American spelling, and then COLOUR is the kind of British spelling. Okay. So ambulance backwards because that's how it's written. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. Oh, maybe I'm not the brightest today. The stethoscope was invented in 1816 by the French physician René Lenec. I'm going to try and say it. René Lenec. Well done. How much do you buy them for? They were €25. That's usually what they always are. I've been buying because I prefer these to earbuds. I don't like earbuds. I prefer to be connected. So they're usually about €25. Liked and subbed done. Thank you, entertainment. Sound good to me. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, let's keep going. So we had just had ambulance or abilabniki spelled backwards. Let's keep going. And we have these common items. What do we call these? UK, sometimes I fight with American for aluminum and aluminium. Yeah, so we have the word aluminum in American English, and then I would say aluminium. It sounds a bit more common the way I say it. I heard that colour with a K is used in non-English countries that adapted English. Well, there you go, Gunhazes. I did not know that. Tea, I usually have coffee in the morning, but burst of caffeine, then drink tea for enjoyment. I love my tea. I have my tea right here. I'm crazy for it. Okay, so a manual wheelchair. That's a very, very, a very roundabout the way of saying it, Stormy. Well done. Okay, so Aaron's giving it a go. You're almost there with the spelling. Eddie is saying, "Damn, I forgot." Really see these days. Yeah, people tend to have the boots, don't they? But I'm going to jump in. Aaron was really close with the spelling. Oh, an Irish breakfast just beat me to it. Crutches, crutches. Okay, that's obviously the plural, and on singular it's just a crutch. Irish breakfast. Yes, exactly. Crutches for two, crutch for one. Okay. Yes, crutches. Crutches. Okay, didn't know that. Yeah, crutches. We might have some similar tools coming up in a while. So yeah, lots of medical English today. So let's have a look at this one. What would I call this in English? So used on a wound, wrapped around. It's an easy enough term, common enough. What would you call it? Crutches, okay, noted. Really, I know what we call but never learn spelling. Yeah, well, sometimes if you're not really spelling and you're just communicating, it's okay maybe not to know. But yeah, it's a funny one spelling. Okay, so for this one, Kartik is in with bandage. Eddie's also in with bandage. Stormy's in with band aid. Interesting one. Gus Hazes a waffler. I hope you're not calling me a waffler. UWL at Papa bandage. So yes, I would call this a bandage, especially because we wrap it around. Stormy has band aid, and that's more what I would call a plaster, a very small one. You know, the little, flesh colored ones that are brown or kind of more my color skin, you know, a band aid. And band aid, I think, might be a brand name as well. Band-aid covers a cut and cut. Yes, like band-aid would cover something small. These might be used for more of a bigger injury. Bandages, yes, Irish breakfast. It's kind of a bandage, but more like used to warm up. I'm not sure about warming up. I mean, maybe cranium warmer. That's very very elegant. A plaster. No, like the bandage, the little small ones. I was thinking of putting. I mean, maybe I do have one actually. Let me just see if I do have one in the thing. Did I pick one? No, I don't have one. I was going to put one in. So this is a bandage. That's what I would call it. A bandage, definitely when it's wrapped around like that. A plaster or a band-aid is the very small one. If you have a cut on your finger, that's the plaster or a band-aid. Okay. Egyptians covered their mummies with this. Yes, yes, they covered their mummy in bandages as part of the embalming process. So yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. So yes, well done everybody. Let's move on. So we just had bandages. Let's move on to our next term. I think this one will be quite easy. A few different terms I'll accept for this one, definitely. What would you call this in English? I'm going to have a sip of tea. Okay. UX, sir, when should we use pupil or apprentice? So a pupil is in school or college. Generally, I would say, a school or a college in education. Apprentice is someone who's being trained by another work person. Like a mechanic would have an apprentice, an artist would have an apprentice. So I hope that helps. Kartik is in with syringe. Aaron is saying injection or syringe. Yes, yes, yes. UWL, Papa syringe, UX syringe. Got one today during the blood test. Oh, Kartik, I hope you're feeling okay. A jab. That's a really, really good one, Eddie. I love that one. Syringe. Yes, Irish breakfast. I'm 26 and I'm still afraid of needles. Well, that's understandable. I know people who are a lot older than me and still afraid of needles. It's really down to the person, and it's not nice. It's not a nice experience. So, yes, a trauma needle. Yes. Okay, so we're just going to go through a few of these. So, an injection. Yeah, someone could call it, I'm getting an injection. He's going to bring the injection over. Syringe is what I would call it. Needle, you also said needle, Kartik. Someone might call it a needle. A blood test, it's used during a blood test. Eddie had the lovely word a jab, which is kind of like almost slang in a way. A doctor wouldn't say a jab, but we would say, I'm going for a jab, like a vaccine or any kind of needle test, anything is a jab. It's also a verb to jab, almost to stab. Syringe, yes. We had a needle, yes. Am I from England? No, I'm from Ireland. Ireland, the Irish flag is here, and my green background tells you everything. Jab is a boxing term. Yeah, we could also have a jab like this, a jab. But yeah, jab could be a thing. I see lots of messages being held for review, so maybe there's some words that are a little bit so sorry if I see lots of messages being held. So sorry if your message isn't getting through. Hi, Stabworthy. This is the famous Jer, learning English live with Jer. Yes, hello. Jab sounds very attacking. It can do, but if you say it like in the context, I'm going for a jab. I suppose it does sound a bit, confrontational. Not a good experience in Ireland. I'm sorry you didn't have a good experience in Ireland. I have great experiences all the time, so I hope that's not, you know, the norm for people. Okay, let's move on to our next term. We're going through them today, guys, and I have about 40 minutes left with you guys. I'm busy, busy, busy. Okay, what is this called? What are these called? Used for asthma, maybe used if you have something, an infection in your lungs like bronchitis, or you have some other issues with your breathing. So, Kartik Kumar is very eager, as always. E Stormy, Aaron, Stabworthy, Kartik, UX. E Stormy is all in with Inhaler. E Stormy, that's a very interesting vape. I don't know what you're vaping. UWL Papa, Inhaler, and Arabica is in with Inhaler. So, yes, very good. That kind of motion. A puffer, yeah, Eddie, that could be another word for it as well. A puffer, more of a kind of slang word we would have. The medical term would be inhaler. A wheezy pipe. No, no, maybe a pipe is more of a smoking implement, but we go inhaler or puffer definitely. Are we spelling things backwards? Low tabut. I don't know. Salbutamol. Game over. I'm not sure what you mean, but is that the medication? My granny has one, but used for capsule. Okay, good to know. Is vape for used for smoking? Yes, a vape is generally for smoking. Yes, maybe there is some medical devices that are used. You can maybe use a medical vape. Maybe I think I might have seen that somewhere along the line somewhere. Maybe as a drug delivery system. Okay, what words come to mind when you see something like this in English? What words come to mind? That's an actual medication name for asthma. Oh, good to know, Vladimir. You're very well known, very knowledgeable. Salbutamol. Oh, very well, good. So syrup, yeah, syrup. That's exactly what it is. Syrup, cough syrup. Use. Cough syrup. Yes, syrup. Gun Haziz. Yeah, just check your spelling there. Syrup. Well done, everybody. Cough syrup. Yeah. Some people would just call it medicine as well. I'm going to take my medicine. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medical syrup, yes. Honey, I don't think syrup is what we would call it. Cough syrup, usually used for cough medicine, isn't it? Cough medicine, medical syrup, cough syrup. Yeah, very good, everybody. Arabica with syrup as well. Very good. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our next one. A cough mixture. No, not so much, Eddie. Cough syrup. Cough syrup. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Absolutely. Although I really don't like apples. Okay, so we have a hand and a glove, but what is this called? We had this actually last time with our medical instruments. So I'm testing to see if anybody remembers. A spoonful of sugar. Yes, a spoonful of sugar. It resembles maple syrup, though. Yes, Kartik, it did look like maple syrup, and I would drink maple syrup. So Vladimir is in with scalpel. Eddie's in with shank. So a shank is a knife you would probably see in prison. That's a great word. Okay. Stabworthy's in with scalpel. Aaron's telling us we have this in the laboratory. Yeah, you have it in a few places. And if you have one in prison, it's called a shank. A razor. Yeah, it would be as sharp as a razor, but it's a scalpel, a shank. Where are you people learning this word shank? A shiv is another word for the blade in it's kind of a man-made blade in prison. A shiv, a needle holder, pressure reliever, a scalpels, high psi KTK. So we will go with scalpel. I'm going to accept scalpel as the correct answer. Cod oil. Okay, looks like a butter knife. Yeah, it does look a little bit like a butter knife, but much sharper than a butter knife. A shank. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, so we earlier what we had crutches. I'll accept two words for this one. Two words. One word, one term is related to the inventor, and then we have another word that sounds like a zombie. So that's surgical scalpels. Yes, exactly. So Stabworthy's in with Walker. Yeah, Eddie's in with Walker. An elder holder. That's really cute. That's really I love that. An elder holder. But Walker is the first one I'm looking for. Sir, your favorite football club? I don't really have one to be honest. A calisthenics bar. No, you're not doing calisthenics on this. Grandma crutches. Kind of. It's definitely used by lots of grandma. Surgical scalpels from earlier, yes. A walker, yes. So walker is one term. That's the one that sounds like a zombie. This would be called a walker. And then we also have Eddie is in with Zimmer and Psy KTK is in with Zimmer. So yes, Zimmer frame is the correct term. Oh, let me just jump on. Oh, I don't know what I'm at to do. A Zimmer frame. I'm going to type it into the chat. So Zimmer, like a skinwalker, yes, exactly. Zimmer frame is what we would call it. We wouldn't really call it a Zimmer. We call it Zimmer frame. Zimmer is the man who invented it, as far as I know. Yes, also a walker. Zimmer frame is not something I have ever heard in the USA. We don't say that, we say walker. We would say Zimmer frame in the UK and Ireland more than we would say walker, I would imagine. What's the etymology of Zimmer frame? Well, I'm going to Google it and find out. Zimmer frame inventor. Let's have a look if Zimmer was the inventor. Okay, yeah, so the Zimmer frame was invented by William Cribbs Zimmer, an American engineer and medical device designer. He patented the design in the 1950s, creating a lightweight metal walking aid to help people with mobility difficulties maintain balance and independence. So there we go. The Americans don't call it after their own inventor. They're for shame, Americans, for shame. But yeah, so there we go. Hans Zimmer. Yeah, good old Hans. A walker is a skinwalker. Yeah, I couldn't remember what a skinwalker was a little while ago. Rahul Jack, hello to you. We call it nothing. Well, there we go, Aaron. Now you have two words, a walker or a Zimmer frame. So yeah, walker is also for a baby. Yeah, a walker would be for a baby too. The kind of one where they sit in and they kind of, walk around and that. Um, Rahul Jack, hello to you. A White Walker for my Game of Thrones people. Yeah, great show, terrible ending. Okay, let's move on. We're almost halfway through our live. I don't have too long with you today, but tomorrow I will. Okay, an interesting one. So this is skin. Yes, this is skin. What do we call these lines in the skin? Obviously, when we're getting older, we get these lines. I hope I'm not, I think I'm a little bit, I'm getting there now with mine. But I'm not too bad. There's a few there. What do we call these things? Four headlines. Yes, I'll take that, E Stormy. But yes, Bougie Bougie, hello to you. Walker, Texas Ranger. Okay, I'm moving on. Aaron, wrinkles, stab-worthy wrinkles on the forehead, yes. UX, yes. John Locke, good reference. UWL, wrinkle, yes. How are you, Bougie Bougie? I'm very well, thank you. Tension lines. Maybe wrinkles can be caused by tension, I suppose. Kartik Kumar, yes, you're also wrinkles. Rahul Jacques, wrinkles. The In My Day starter, yeah. The wrinkles are the story of your life on your face, I suppose. Psy KTK, wrinkles. Pinking creases. That's very poetic, Eddie. Very poetic. Um, but yeah, wrinkles. We'll go with wrinkles. Exactly. Great. Sorry, I'm getting an email. Okay, let's move on. So well done. throwing lots of medical terms, so that one might be useful if you're working in cosmetic surgery. This might be an easy one. What's this part of the body called? What do we call this part? I can do a trick actually. I'll do it for you. One, I can put coins here and then catch them. Very impressive. Wisdom marks. Oh, I like that. Temple or something. Oh, that's your temple here. That's your temple. Okay, so we have lots of people in with elbow. Stabworthy, Aaron, UX, Rahul, Jacques, Keishij, funny bone. So the funny bone is one that you hit. You usually hit a nerve here and you get a very horrible feeling here. That's your funny bone. But this part is the elbow. Yeah, the funny bone would be kind of here, and it feels you hit your elbow in a strange place, and you hit the nerve, and it's and we say I hit my funny bone, and it feels awful, doesn't it? And UWL pop it in with elbow. Great, well done. And autocorrect working great for everybody, as I can see. Okay, let's keep going. Lots of blocked messages today. Can I lick? Can you lick your elbow? Sorry, I have to lock all these. The part for which I used to hit my best friend. It's either anything relating to violence, a clatter stick. Sorry, some of your stuff is getting blocked, I'm afraid. A funny bone, yes, elbow. Sir, what is the difference between accept and acceptance? Okay, well, we might do that at the end, okay? That shock occur when opposite electron exchange and you feel like current or something. Yes, yes, Aaron, exactly. Okay, so let's move on and get on to our next one. So that was the elbow, the elbow. Okay, so you might see I have some of these on my skin. I have a few here. I definitely have some on my arms. What are these things called? What do we call these things? Okay, so while we're doing that, I will answer the question about accept and acceptance. Okay, so to accept is the verb to accept something, and then acceptance is like the event of accepting something. It's the noun. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, and let me know. So I will accept the invitation to the wedding. I actually got a wedding invitation yesterday, and at the moment of acceptance, everybody smiled. So yeah, I hope that helps. So lots of correct answers coming into the chat. Okay, yes, Kishich, yes, Kartik Kumar, Aaron, yes, UX, yes, Vladimir, a tomato accident. Very, very good. I like that. An eyebrow. So we do have an eyebrow here, do we? But we actually have two separate pictures. This is someone's back, and then we see all of these on this face. Sun kisses. Yes, this is another a very romantic way they're called. Kisses from the sun. Freckles, Psy, KTK, yes. UX, no problem. Freckles, Irish breakfast, yes. Kwang Lee says hi, hello to you, welcome to the chat. Today I learned a word called chauffeur. Yes, so chauffeur means a rich people driver. Yes, a chauffeur is someone who drives not so much a taxi, someone who is like either has their own car like a limousine or works for someone as their driver, a chauffeur. Pigment marks. Freckles would be a type of pigmentation on the skin, definitely. Yes, and we have eyes and nose and eyebrow and eyelashes. But we might have some more body parts later. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So, our first acronym of the lesson. What does this acronym stand for? ICU. Ginger badges. Yes, as a little bit of a ginge, I have plenty of ginger badges. Dermatologist needed for this. Not so much. Freckles are okay. It's when you have moles and different things you might have problems. So ICU. Does anybody want to know? I guess even what does this acronym stand for? So Stabworthy's in with a great answer, but is it the correct answer? Who else will answer? And I see lots of similar answers in as well. Stabworthy is in with intensive care unit, which is correct. UX agrees. Shamir Ahmed, hello to you. We have that, yes, intensive care unit. UWL at Papa, intensive care unit. ICU. You'll always hear it in the medical dramas, won't you? We have to go to ICU. Get him to ICU straight away. I don't know. Nobody call it my full name. Okay. Recently came out from August. Okay. ICU. Okay. There we go. So we will have more acronyms. Let's have another one. So what does this word mean? What does this word? What does GP stand for? And who is a GP? What does it all mean? Can anyone tell me? I have to go to the GP maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. So we have Stabworthy in. Stabworthy, you're great. You're so good. Geometric progression. That's a great guess. A normal doctor, gross profit. So that we're talking in terms of medical, remember. This is medical context. So in a medical context, what is a GP? So we had there general practitioner in from Stabworthy. And yes, it is the term GP stands for general practitioner. Eddie's in with the same one as well. A great person. Well, good, nice one, Monica. Yeah, hopefully the general practitioners are great people. But yes, so a GP is a normal doctor. Your GP is the one you go to when you're not feeling well. They have their own office, and another term would be a general practitioner. We also had the term a physician. I'll accept that as well. So general practitioner, but a general name for a family doctor. General practitioner, yes, Sai. Okay, no problem, Shamir. I'm glad you had a guess. Okay, let's move on. These are a little bit tricky. Next one, another acronym, BMI. What's your BMI? My BMI is okay, I think. My grandma was a GP, and yes, he was a great person. Good to know, Stabworthy. I think I should hit the sack. The fever's kicking in. Have a great day, night, people, lovely people. Thanks, Jer. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Kartik. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you have a good rest and feel okay. So mind yourself and take care. So we're in with our answers already. Vladimir is in with body mass index. Kartik is the same. You're giving us one more answer before you go. K Shichij, body mass index. Stabworthy, yes. Aaron, body mass index. Yes, you're all correct. I wonder where Huang Di is. I don't know. Unfounded identity. I don't know. Monica, body mass index, yes. UX, yes, of course. UWL at Papa, yes. What is my BMI? I don't think I'm too bad. I don't think I'm overweight. Let's have a look. I don't think I'm too bad. Am I? I don't think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I'm not too fat. My BMI is fat. Eddie Hobby, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Monica's saying that yours is too high. Body mass index, Sai. Aurora, welcome back, Aurora. Maybe near 25. I have no idea. Do you take online classes? Bougie Bougie, this is my online class. You're watching it right now. You're fit. Thank you. I hope so. I love the hoodie color, bro. Thank you. I'm going out for dinner in a little while, and I really wanted something really comfortable. And this one's just so nice, and it feels really nice, so that's why I put it on. What's this? Psy KTK veneers. I would wish I had veneers. What color? Which color is that? It's pink. Pink. It's a kind of like a salmon pink. I would call it. What's this? I don't know what you're asking me, CITK. What's which? What is what? What class is going on today? Aurora, we're doing medical English. So let's line up another one and do. Okay, so we have a body part this time. What are these called? Hi, bro. Manoj India. Hello to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. Is there cold in Ireland? Yeah, it's a bit cold in Ireland. So I thought some people might guess this, the lungs. So they definitely do look like the lungs in this image. But Aurora, Aaron, Stabworthy, Kishitij, Cristiano, hi Cristiano, UWL Papa, Gascom, welcome back to you all. The kidneys, yes, the kidney beans. Yeah, they do look like beans, don't they? Kidneys, yes, these are the kidneys. They filter out lots of stuff from for your waste, all that kind of stuff. Kidney, and they pure blood with nephrons. There we go. There we go. Well done, everybody. Lots of correct answers there. I understand. I thought myself when I picked the image that someone might think they're their lungs, but Maybe you never know what might come up next. A human being, a value asset organ. So what are these? So someone just guessed that this word a few seconds ago. The lungs cost a lot to transplant. They shouldn't cost anything to transplant. Should be free. Kidney, same as the cashew nut. Yeah, it does. So yes, lots in with the correct answer. Lungs from UX, Aaron, Keshich, lungs. You found the lungs. Yes, I did. Aurora, yes. UWLL Papa, yes. Monica, yes. So of course these are the lungs. Kidney, come on, these are the lungs. Pair of lungs. Yes, exactly. They are a pair of lungs. So let's go on to our next image. So we have the teeth. I wish my teeth looked like this. What is this part called? The pink part. Hopefully, if it is pink. A spinge lens. I'm not sure what a spinge lens is. Bellows. Bellows? The bellows where someone gets something bad happen. So we have teeth, yes. That's not what I'm asking though. I'm asking for the gums. And we have Aurora, it's in with gums. You're telling me gums a lot. Gums, veneer, maybe a veneer. Are they veneers? I don't know. I wish I had veneers 'cause I hate my teeth. They're terrible. But gum, yes, the gum. These are my gums. We usually say plural gums. I have an infection in my gums. Ouch, my gums. So yeah, gems. My gems are my teeth are not gems. Thank you, Kashichid, but they really are. I'm missing teeth. I need to get money. People support me. And Malayalam manga. Okay, gums. Yes. Okay, so we have the gums. These are teeth. Yes. The pink bit is your gums. So let's keep going. Okay, I have a really tough one for you. So this is a bone. What do we call the stuff inside the bone? You have British person's teeth. Yeah, I have bad teeth. Vitamin C cure gums. Good to know. No offense, no problem. I would call my teeth worse. Okay, so what is this pink bit in the middle called? If you might have leukemia, maybe you might get a transplant of this material. So, Kishichij was in with bone marrow. Aurora is also in with bone marrow. UWL Papa, the same. Gravy. Stabworthy, you're a minx. Um, Abhishek Sharma, bone marrow, welcome to the channel. Eddie Hobby, marrow, yes. Bone marrow, yes. So well done, everybody. Yes, bone marrow. This is where blood is created, isn't it? So yes, a very important part of your body. UX chocolate cake. It really does look like chocolate cake. Like now that I look at it, but I did edit it down to make it kind of because there was loads of bones in the picture. It looked a bit gruesome. So this was the best image of marrow that I could find. Fun fact: blood is produced in bone marrow. Yes, well done, Abhishek Sharma. Well done. So Aurora saying osteocyte cells. You're getting very advanced on me now. This is intermediate English. It looks like meatloaf. It does. It looks like a really tasty dish. But yeah, for Stabworthy said bone marrow, and that is a very good descriptor of it. My doorbell's going off. I don't know why, because it shouldn't be. Okay, let's go back to our images. Okay, we just have a few left. I'm going to have to finish up soon. It looks like a cavity too and an avocado. Yeah, it looks like a bad avocado. Yes, bro, I want to learn English without learning. Mr. Ramani, if we could all learn something without learning, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Some comedy is interested. Good. Sir, you have watched Star Wars movies. Yes, I've definitely watched Star Wars movies. Okay, what is this part here of the hand called? You can see mine, and we can see them here highlighted. This guy has scuffed, we would say, scuffed this part of his body. The desert. What are we saying about the desert? So we have knuckles. Check the spelling. The K is silent here. So yes, Aurora, check your spelling. Vladimir, knuckles, yes. Aaron, yes. A scab. So these are scabs on the knuckles. A wrist. Wrist is a little bit higher up. This is the wrist here. This is the wrist. Abhishek Sharma's at Knuckles. Aurora Knuckles. Check your spelling there. There's a silent K here. Knuckles. Eddie's at Knuckles. Aurora, you got Knuckles there. Yeah, great. No, I mean, without study, I want to learn English talking with you. Are you ready? Well, yeah, I'm here every day, so make sure to tune in. Knuckles, yes, IKTK. This is a hand after battle. Yeah, so, or maybe an accident. Maybe he punched somebody and scuffed his knuckles or scraped his knuckles. But yeah, these are the knuckles. And yes, these are scabs. Nickels and Cockney, yeah. Oh, Cockney rhyming slang. I don't think it's ever possible to go there. So, what is this part of the ear? So, yes, I know this is an ear. What's this part of the ear called? Let me see it. Scabs on knuckles. Yes, Aaron. Sorry, some of your messages are getting blocked. This is a hand nickels I usually used for coding month. I'm not sure what you mean there. If you want to learn English, watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. There we go. WWE. Oh, fighting. Yes. Do you stream daily? I stream daily at about 4 p.m. 4 p.m. What does it mean when someone said knuckles turned white? It means that you're stressed or you're very, aggressive. An earlobe, Kashicij, yes, exactly. Looks like a Tyro boxer. Earlobe, yes. Aurora, yes. Abhishek, yes. Stabworthy, yes. Aaron, yes. UX, yes. UWLO Papa, yes. Psy KTK, yes. Arabica, yes. Psy KTK, yes. Counting month. Not sure what you mean there. They're handles to grab for kissing you. Well, Stabworthy, that's very romantic. Lobe, yes, Eddie Hobby, well done. Welcome, Arabica. Okay, yes. So, I don't know if you told someone when you're kissing them. Might be a bit strange. So, there we go. I subscribe, like your video, and will share it to my people, but can tell which accent are you speaking. I mean, people will understand my language. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I have lots of USA friends. I am Irish, and I am from the lovely country of Ireland. And yeah, you can see my flag up here, Ireland. Yeah. Okay, so let's get down to one or two more. Um, okay, teachers pull the ears hard. Well, they shouldn't be doing that, Abhishek. English hanger, earrings hanger. There you go. You're getting crazy now. Are you married? No, I'm not married, unfortunately. So yeah, okay, one more image, and then we're gonna finish up for the day. Okay. What is this person called? What's their job called? What do we call them? They come in an emergency, don't they? Um, Stabworthy's given a bit of USA. So nurse, it could be a type of nurse, but these person have a very specific job. They come an EMT, yes, a paramedical nurse, that's another good one. Medical, yeah, they were a medical person, a nurse, a paramedic. PsyKTK has it there. And we also have an EMT, emergency medical technician from Stabworthy. So a paramedic, this is what I would call it, a paramedic. And in America, they would probably call it a paramedic or an EMT. EMT wouldn't really be known here. Eddie's saying, I can identify Indians by their excessive use of sir in sentences. Oh, well, they're just being polite. Nothing wrong with politeness, Eddie. Paramedic doctor, yes, that's another one. An SOS doctor. Not really. I mean, SOS is if the situation is bad, you're sending out an SOS, and hopefully this is who comes, a paramedic. God created earlobes so the nuns have a way to get your attention. Oh God, Irish breakfast. I hope not. Hope not anymore. Anyway, a paramedic doctor. What's their job? Well, I'm not sure really if paramedic is always a doctor. I'm not sure. But if it's paramedic doctor, I mean, paramedic is someone who goes in the ambulance and looks after people on the scene and transports them to hospital and takes care of them during the transportation. Could also be a phlebotomist, who knows? Well, a phlebotomist is someone, so we're getting into phlebotomy. I do have an English lesson on that. A phlebotomist is someone who takes blood in a blood test. Um, oh, oh, oh. Maybe, okay, let's do one more. I think I might have one more. What is this part of the body called? For the final one, who can get in first? Irish amazing. What time is it in your city? If possible, any day, will you show us your amazing village or open area in it? Yeah, of course I will. I have done some lives in my local park. If you go back to an earlier one, but definitely, I'd love to do that. So we have spine from Stabworthy. Very well, very good. A notochord. Is this a medical term? I don't know that one. Eddie hobbies in with spine. A backbone. Yeah, another term for the spine actually. I thought I was seeing the bag. Okay. Spinal cord. Yes. Eddie Bra. I am from Tunisia. There we go. Notochord. I have to Google notochord and have a look because you're all killing me with your advanced English. Notochord. The backbone. So a notochord is a flexible rod-like structure found in the embryonic stage of chordates, which later develop. So I think maybe you might be translating there that one, a notochord. It's a very technical term. I would just call it the spine or the spinal cord. A lumbar spine, yeah. Well, we do the lumbar puncture is a technique we use, don't we? A vertebral column. Very good, Abhishek Sharma. I broke my spine in 4 places in a bad accident. I couldn't walk for 2 years. Jesus, Stabworthy, I hope you're okay now. Vertebrae, yes. So the different sections are called vertebrae within the spine. Well done, Arabica. EMS. What's the EMS? EMS sounds like something spooky. EMS is emergency medical services. So that would be from the paramedic, maybe from earlier. Spinal cord, yes. Aurora is great. Notochord is the primary characteristic of a vertebrate organism. Well, there we go. I think we have some medical people in the house, don't we? A notochord. I am not okay. Oh, Stabworthy. I hope you're better now. Can the last one be EMS? Yes. EMS. What does everyone think EMS stands for? I think I just said it. So in a medical context, what does EMS stand for? My pleasure. So what does EMS say? And then we are going. I'm putting on my shoes as I speak because I have to run for a tram. Emergency medical services. Well done, Eddie. Well done. So yeah, that's it, isn't it? Well done to everybody. Lots of correct answers. Lots of people on the live today, actually. I think we got up to like 45 people. So it is growing, definitely, the live, and it's great. I am putting on my shoes as I speak. Electromagnetic shock. Sir, why early? I just came. I'm sorry, Aurora. I will be on tomorrow. I have no commitments tomorrow evening. I have no commitments Friday evening, and I will be on tomorrow for as long as you want me. I'm putting on my shoes because I have to run and get the train, so I have to lock up the house. So yeah, it was great to live today, but not gonna thanks to Big Bro. Sound very well. No problem, Aaron. You're very welcome. Abhishek Sharma. Well, the old time plague doctor costume should come back. New docs ain't that cool like plague doctors. I know, but they were very scary looking. Can we have a Gen Z special session? Yeah, sure. God, I don't know how good I would be though at Gen Z. I think someone was asking for synonyms and antonyms, so Gen Z. And I think at the weekend I'm going to do all my favorite stuff like Minecraft, superheroes, Marvel, science fiction. That's going to be maybe Sunday. I'm going to do a huge one, and probably something I'll use to cut up into shorts because I did a short on Mystique from a previous live and it did really well. So I think that might be a good one. Gen Z slangs. Yes, I will do some research. I might have to look into ChatGPT with that one. You play Minecraft? Yes, I'm a huge Minecrafter. Huge, huge. Do you Star Wars terms? Yes, I'll do them all. I love Star Wars. Um, Luke, I am your father. I'm having peanuts right now. Abhishek Sharma, lovely. I'm going to Shook this evening, which is a restaurant in Dublin. Let me just see if I can find out. So I'm having Middle Eastern food in Shouk tonight. Let me have a look at the menu very quickly, just for 2 minutes. So they have shakshuka, which I know is eggs, shrimp saganaki, Moroccan fish, chicken skewers, the batata, Cauliflower, cabbage, aubergine, patata veggie, and choux salad. So yeah, Middle Eastern food tonight. I had pizza last night. It was delicious. So yeah, sir, one question. Go ahead, Aurora. Good grief. Good grief. Adios, amigos. Bye, Abhishek. Thanks for joining. Good night. Thanks, Aaron. You said yesterday Irish English and British English are the same. Why do you think so? Very close, you know, because we're two countries right beside each other. We get lots of British television here. And, you know, we have lots of slang here in Ireland, lots of words that are influenced by our own Irish language. You know, so we definitely have our own culture and our own form of English called Hibernian English. But it's very similar to British. We would understand British, they would mostly understand us. Maybe not know enough about our history, but they would understand us. Lofty. Can you explain the word lofty? So, lofty would be if someone is very intellectual and maybe a little bit distracted a lot, they might be a bit lofty. Someone who maybe has maybe ideas maybe bigger than that who they are, they might have lofty ideas, you know, maybe inspired from British. I think our English is kind of, you know, it's had its own journey more so. Indian English and UK English is very same, but we are a pole apart, very much so, I think. Okay, guys, it's time for me to go, and I hope everyone's well and has a lovely day. And yeah, um, I'm just trying to think about lofty. Lofty. I suppose as well, it could mean about height. If something is very tall, you know, like we would have a loft, which is like an attic. So, but basically for me, it means maybe someone who has tall aspirations, you know, but it could be used for a building as well, like lofty. You know, someone like if it's very, you look up like a cathedral would be very tall, the building inside would, the ceiling would be very lofty, I think. Yeah. You nearly got me with that one. My band is called the Lofties, but it's called because we played in the loft above my garage. Oh, very good. I like that one. Have a nice night, Jared. Thank you for your stream. Thank you so much, Vladimir. Thanks for joining. Bye, Aurora. Thank you, Arabica. I want to visit Dublin, but after my friend's abuse, I don't plan to. Oh, Eddie Hobby, I'm sorry. Yeah, there was some instances here with Indians, but I think it's getting better, but I understand. Okay, everybody, I'm off out to have dinner. Tomorrow, back at 4 for an extended live. I'm going to stay on for maybe 2 hours tomorrow if I can. And we are doing Riz, Gen Z, English. I hope I can find enough stuff to cover it. I hope there's not like just 10 things that they say. But maybe I'll try and dig out some other related topics as well. So thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the emojis. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time. Check out my student membership and my other memberships to support the channel. Check out my latest video on dermatology and the adjoining guide, which is available in my YouTube store. So yes, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. See you again. Skibbity Jer, skibbity doo to you too, boo. And yes, there we have Brady. So thank you very much. I'm going to run now for the bus. A Star Wars terms tomorrow. No, I'm doing sci-fi and Marvel and all Minecraft all at the weekend, probably Sunday. I'm going to take Saturday off. I was thinking about taking tomorrow off, but I'm looking forward to actually having a nice session where I don't have to run tomorrow. So maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours tomorrow. So yay, see you all tomorrow for Riz and Skibbity Doo, boo 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 doo boo boo. I'm late today. Yes, you're